Where on earth?
Alright, I'm back. Finally actually gonna start the pit mission.
So, what's it gonna be? You ready to go to the pit?
Yeah. As you can tell, I'm super excited.
Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
Didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
Stopping in to chat?
Wonder what they're doing
I'm
now.
not complaining.
This carpet was a pretty bold choice, and not one I would have made.
He's outside. Alright, so he's on the roof. I guess since the pit came out first, you have to do those missions first. And the person up here waiting. Linux.
Whoa, hey, now you look interesting. What's up? I'm Lennox.
Been to the pit before?
First place we checked out after we got the old girl working again. Far enough to prove her out, close enough for our fuel. The city's in bad shape. Real bad. Of course, I only saw it from the sky, mostly. I stay with the bird and leave the hiking to others. They only shot at us a little when we flew over, not too bad. Nothing she can't handle. We got a safe LZ now, so that shouldn't happen again. Probably.
This thing is actually going to get us all the way to the pit.
Fully fueled up, she'll get us there no problem. Us and any friends you want to bring along. And back, in case you were worried about that. Unless someone hits us with an RPG or something. I'm like,
I don't know if there's other people there.
85%
Do
sure
the
that
missions
won't
alone.
happen.
You're my ride to the pit. Hello? You're my ride to the pit? Dialogue that's not playing, I assume. Oh, this is buggy. She's bugged. She is completely bugged. I'm gonna leave and come back because the dialogue didn't start. Maybe exit the server if it doesn't start up her dialogue. I don't know. Individual is busy. Alright, let me sign out of the server, I guess, and sign back in. I don't know. I'm assuming it's just a bug. But if I can't continue the quest, I can't go to Atlantic City either, so...
Whoa, hey, now you look interesting. What's up? I'm Lennox.
You're my ride to the pit.
Yeah, right on. About time we made another trip out there. I mean, me and my girl here. You haven't been, I guess. Ruckus said somebody'd be coming by. Guess you're it. If you're all set, I'm ready when you are. She's all fueled up for the trip out and back. I'm a miracle worker in the sky, but even I can't make a fly on willpower alone.
Got everything we need. What now?
Now I get my girl ready for takeoff, and you just tell me when you're ready to go.
So I need a team? Oh no, okay, Responders Reborn is done. I can go and do Atlantic City if I wanted.
Come to admire the bird? She's hot stuff.
You live up here?
Yep. I like to be up here to stay with her. It's been a long time since I had a working bird. I don't want anybody messing with her.
You sure you can fly it?
Hell yeah, I can. I was Air Force back in the day. Tankers, cargo, I'd fly anything. Through hell and fire, no problem. This vertebrate's an odd duck. Ain't a plane, ain't a chopper. But if you go up with me, just sit back and relax. Never lost my cargo once, human or otherwise. You'll be fine.
Seen anything of note while you're up there?
One of the responders said they saw a spaceman the other day. Little gray dude. Aliens, you know? Hell, I saw crap above the clouds you'd never believe, even before the war. Tic-tacs, cigars, discs, stuff that moved like nothing we had. No way we're alone. Believe it.
Bet you got some crazy stories from that Air Force.
You better believe it. There was this one time I took pot shots at a UFO with a pistol out the window of a seaplane. Big, glowing thing, keeping pace right alongside us. Must have fired the whole magazine. Co-pilot's yelling at me, and suddenly, I'm just blind. They had to take over and guide us home. Vision came back later that day. Now, my co-pilot said I was just drunk and started trying to fight the sun, but alien mind control lasers is my bet.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, no problem. Hasta luego.
So how do I even go? Okay, that's that one. I guess I have to start an expedition with other people. Okay, that was fun. I just got kicked. How far away did it boot me? Whoa. I went from here on the roof all the way up to here. Nice bug. And I can't even fast travel? Oh, man. I can't fast travel at all. Yeah, I can't. Oh man, this game has still got its bugs. Kicked me across the map and killed the fast travel, so couldn't put down my camp, so I gotta do it again.
I can't remember the last time I ran my hand through clear water.
Okay.
You seem like a reasonable person. Perhaps you can help us settle a little debate.
We're having a little disagreement.
What seems to be the problem? I didn't hear your discussion. I don't know what the hell it is.
My colleague here wants to throw the trash away outside, or it will sit around for 1,000,000 years, ruining what's left of the environment.
And he wants to burn the garbage in the hotel's generator.
Why do you want to burn the garbage?
Yeah, good question.
All I'm saying is, why would we want to add to the world's problems when we can convert our garbage into heat and energy?
Have you looked outside? Dumping a little more garbage isn't gonna make any difference. Besides, doesn't the White Spring use fusion generators? I'm not even sure how we get the garbage into the generators in the first place.
Oh my god, idiots. Aren't there robots that handle this sort of thing?
The Mr. Janitors clean up after the hotel guests, but since the responders moved in, we're officially supposed to do our share of the chores.
Plus, I don't know if you've taken a peek in the dumpsters, but I'm not sure the robots really get garbage.
Burning garbage is a really bad idea.
Oh, thank you. I can't believe we have to have this argument every other week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm the only one around here who cares about saving the planet.
This place is a little too gushy.
Why don't you recycle? You could always separate and sort the garbage by material. If you properly clean the metals and plastics, you could reuse them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That sounds like a whole lot of extra work.
Yeah, we asked you to help solve our problem, not give us more chores to do.
I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not
It's extra work, but you help the environment and get more use of your resources.
Oh, jeez, when you put it like that.
trying to make a difference.
I guess we can give it a shot. Anyway, break's over. We've got to get back to it, but thanks for the help. I heard a bunch of you arguing over comic book heroes yesterday.
One of the other initiates said I reek of desperation. I don't smell anything.
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior relationship? So this is a refuge ruled by nepotism, is it?
I guess that's my cue. Hey, Justin.
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman?
She wasn't supposed to come here. As she recently moved to the area and needs our help.
Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum.
Long story short, we need to ride to Atlantic City.
In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century?
I don't know. Whatever time it is, they don't know how to open doors. Why are you here? I was planning to head to Atlantic City alone.
Oh, you were you? And what was I supposed to do? Just leave my daughter's fate in the hands of some stranger hundreds of miles away? For all I know, you might throw back the blood at your first opportunity. Then you'll find yourself splayed out naked on the boardwalk 2 days later, choking on your own vomit. I suppose the showman would dispose of you before letting you bare your cheeks on their turf. And then where would that leave me? And Abigail?
Didn't have to be so rude.
Of course I didn't have to. We're all free people, aren't we? I take it upon myself to answer a pain in the ass with a full-body Charlie horse. At a minimum. Honestly, do you not stick up for yourself?
You have a pretty strange way of speaking yourself.
Oh, please. I'm a performer. I learned from real-life stage experience. Not from sitting at home reading Shakespeare over and over like that Orlando character must have. It's embarrassing to listen to.
Nah, I'm gonna head out.
Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful
Hour?
flight.
Depart. You're still going with me.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City, and it's not safe there. There's a monster.
I did not see you.
I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work. And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear.
Perception. Alright, Jersey Devil, Devil's Blood, any connection?
They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood.
Hey, people
No
probably buy that.
business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
I should check in with Giuseppe Stark. Perhaps he's come across something.
Oh boy. Not another case of missing persons.
Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient. That devil almost got me too! Oh, good thing I fled to the mountains!
What's a Jersey Devil?
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since.
I believe you. I saw one too.
You did?
Oh, brother. Don't encourage these delusions.
We're lucky to be alive. It had so much evil intent. I still feel its effects. Don't you?
Thanks for the warning, but I'm still going to Atlantic City.
At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the... Be careful. You never know what's out there.
Always a pleasure when you come to visit. How can the White Spring help you today?
Want to know more about management.
There is very little I'm permitted to speak about, but ask away, dear.
Who exactly are management? This seems fishy.
My dear, nothing would bring me more joy than to answer your questions. Your suspicions wound me. However, my employer values their privacy as highly as they value the fine work the responders are doing here. Suffice it to say, they are the owners of the White Spring, as I believe I've mentioned.
You really can't tell me anything about your employers.
Darling, I wish you would not press on this issue. I value our burgeoning friendship, but you place me in an awkward position. Oh, that disappointed look on your face. You do know how to weaken my resolve. What can I say? It would be terrible if I were to betray one trust to secure yours. You wouldn't want that for your Orlando, would you? I can tell you this. They are believers in the American dream, one they wish to see restored. The refuge is a small step on
So
that
you're Enclave.
path.
How does a refuge restore the American dream?
I won't speak to their minds, my dear, but I will tell you what I believe, and I hope that will be sufficient answer. America was meant to be a land of opportunity, a place where anyone could find a freedom to build a life worth living. The refuge is a first step to rebuilding a society bigger than any one settlement. To say, we are in this together. Forgive me, darling. I do get a bit emotional on the subject.
Let's talk about something
I
else.
am at your disposal.
Curious about your duties.
I'll be delighted to explain
You regular?
what I can.
What work do you do for management?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that, whatever they require. As you might imagine, the state of things prevents them from much travel. I go where they need me to go and see to what affairs they see fit. In this case, the White Spring itself and the refuge. Think of me as a concierge, my dear. I'm here to improve your experience in whatever way you require.
What do you do for the refuge?
My role as liaison is to facilitate the needs of the responders and our guests, and speak for the interests of management. That sounds terribly formal, I know, but in practical terms, it means I do what I can to keep the White Spring livable and support the refuge. I oversee the robotic staff to attend to the former, and in the latter case, I arrange for the disbursement of resources from management. Food, medicine, materials. Management has considerable resources, which they are happy to donate. I handle those arrangements.
If management is supplying the refuge, where is it all coming from?
Now, darling, you can't imagine I would tell you a thing like that. A less trusting soul might think you were pumping me for information in the hopes of planning a heist. Of course, I know that's not why you ask, but you understand why I have to be rather secretive on this subject, don't you? Let's just say management wisely invested its wealth when such things mattered, and are now well equipped to be generous.
Other questions?
Of
I guess?
course, darling. Whatever you like.
Talk about you? I think I've
Dear?
already done all this.
Would you really want to dispel all the mystery? What is it you wish to know?
I want to know more about your past.
I can't imagine there's anything of interest to you there, dear. But you may ask.
Where'd you come from before the White Springs, I mean?
Oh, here and there, darling. I've been to lots of places before the management asked me to take over here. If you want to imagine a thrilling and intriguing story about my past, don't let me stop you, please.
So you traveled a lot, but you must have started somewhere.
Can't wait for my tell-all autobiography. I can't blame you. Who knows when I'll find the time to write it? How about just a little dark secret of mine to tide you over? I'm not from anywhere interesting, actually. Nothing remarkable about my origins at all. Disappointing, isn't it, dear? That's why I usually let people imagine their own version of things. Keeps them interested.
Why all the travel?
Working after a fashion. You must understand, dear, the management cannot travel as freely as most people can. In their stead, I have wandered far and wide, seeing to their interests and being their eyes and ears, hands too, as necessary. It had its good moments, I enjoy meeting new people, and much of the countryside is still beautiful, despite everything. But to be honest, my darling, it was a relief to come here to do this. It's been too long since I could remain in one place for a while. Promise me you won't get bored if I become a homebody. I'm getting used to a soft bed and clean clothes.
Talk about something else.
Not at all, dear.
Can you tell me about the
I'm
refuge?
afraid you may wish
Probably
to ask
already
the lovely
told me
Rucker those
everything.
questions, darling, but I shall do my best.
You and management are really getting nothing out of helping them?
You're suggesting an ulterior motive? Have the travails of Appalachia so hardened your heart against the idea of altruism? Darling, I know it is perhaps unfashionable in these times to be earnest and idealistic, but it really is that simple. Management wishes to help because they believe in the value of the refuge as a step to rebuilding civilization, as do I. I would like to help even if they had not given me this task, and neither they nor I ask anything in return. That may not satisfy your doubts, but it is the truth.
What's your perspective on the refuge?
A wonderful idea, of course. It can be a beacon of hope for the unfortunates of Appalachia. And as I believe I mentioned, darling, the management are very positive on the effort and give it their full support.
I'd like to know your thoughts on some of the people working here.
Hungry for gossip, are you, darling? About whom should we speak?
Tell me about Skippy.
What a delightful man. I find him very refreshing, actually. An inventor and freedom fighter, all in one. A number of our refugee guests hail from the pit, but Mr. Rorich is quite the character and always willing to chat. I do enjoy meeting new people. The perspectives of others are invaluable, don't you think, darling?
Tell me about the chef, Esme.
Such a warm woman, wouldn't you say? A true joy to have with us here at the White Spring. And she is so tireless in helping feed the poor people who come to the refuge. Very admirable. I dare say that were the White Spring operating as a resort once again, she could be our head chef.
What do you think about Sophie, the peppy one, the happy one?
I have rarely encountered such optimism, even among these fine responders. Ms. Wagner's unusual childhood seems to have produced a happy, well-adjusted adult. We should all have been so lucky. She is always friendly with me. It would be improper of me to have favorites among our guests, but if I did, she would be among them.
What's the deal with Lennox?
Miss Lennox is a skilled pilot, I'm told. I confess we've spoken little, as she spends all her time attending to the vertibird. I do not get up to the roof as much as I might like. Such lovely views. So we rarely cross paths.
Enough gossip.
Whatever you like, darling. I'm here to help. Certainly. What do you require?
Hoping to do some trading.
But of course, the White Spring is home to a number of robotic merchants in the concourse downstairs. However, If you prefer a human touch with your shopping experience, may I recommend you speak with Giuseppe, a charming man with a discerning eye. I have no doubt you shall get along famously, dear.
Is there any food?
I believe the responders have commandeered the kitchens to provide for those deprived souls coming to the refuge. However, the White Springs robotic waitstaff can no doubt provide you with light libations in the dining area. You may wish to head downstairs to the merchant concourse and visit Marie and Antoine to sate your hunger.
What about medical services?
Regrettably, the White Spring itself is not equipped to provide full medical care at this time. I do apologize, darling. And the refuge clinic is reserved for the poor indigents arriving at its doors in dire straits. If your needs are less immediate and severe, may I suggest a visit to the chemists in the downstairs concourse? Doc Stanley has a variety of medicines available appropriate for personal use. Not at all, my dear.
Should be it. Nothing else right now.
Believe me, I shall be
Later,
counting
Mr.
the minutes,
Bieber.
dear. Come back safely.
Yeah, baby. Baby, baby. Personal logs. Personal logs found. Logistics? Toy requests. Aerospace can, okay. They're getting all types of. Yeah, they're getting a bunch of like military grade stuff. You know, if she's not working for the Enclave, then I should just shoot her.
Feels so haunted. When will it go away?
These robots sure make my job easier. Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
What do you call a rad stag on a
I probably should just do this.
A deer in stage lights? Ah! That one always gets me.
What do I want? Probably should just get something for my shotgun build. Already on the max.
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants us so
Max, I should probably get one of these.
I could really use a drink.
It's a shotgun build. Where are they? Here we go. No. I have one.
If I didn't keep tallies, I'd have no way of counting how many days I've been in Appalachia.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh.
Yeah.
And only a few
Guess I'll
rounds.
just get another one of that for now.
people is our chief mission. The cool uniforms are just a nice bonus.
That Skippy guy's a little crazy, but I can't help but like him.
Oh, I can't wait until dinner. Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
Speed shooter here. I'll be able to get rid of these eventually. And then put on that. Master Shotgunner, I have 3.
Just trying to get through another day. Only 12 more hours to go.
This one robot tried to give me a
Get rid of my
haircut.
carry weight. That's gonna be when I
Shame.
take the numbers down on luck. When I max that out. And when I can move stuff around when I get rid of these 2. So I'll have max shotgun. But this really doesn't matter, but I don't know.
Can't believe we got a
It's good for now.
That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen
Need 50
one.
perk points. Where are we going? Travel to Atlantic City.
Did Giuseppe overcharge me for that airbrush? No. 50 caps is reasonable, right?
Nothing gonna happen inside this refuge.
There's no problem too big to solve.
But I would be delighted to answer any questions you have.
Remind me about travel arrangements.
We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid Reborn flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals.
Yeah,
That's
fly
right.
there for free.
As long as the city leadership hears you're helping out, that's all they ask of you. They were mighty jazzed to hear word of an organization from abroad that's all about helping people. You can always use fresh faces in AC, and especially ones with initiative.
I don't think
Keeps
he's
our
gonna
city
be the
alive.
option.
Of course.
I think I just have to go to the roof.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back,
Need a hand?
but I'm glad they
Getting a
chose
little
to
bored
send
sitting
us safe. Somewhere.
There's a lot of supplies here that look right for the picking.
Hey, thanks again, but I got lots to do, you know. Gotta get sweeping.
Yes, I'll be there in just a minute. Let me just get at least 2 tequilas in the tank.
Good evening. It's funny, the longer I'm here, the more I find myself talking to these robots as if they're my friends.
really telling me where to go. I guess it's just assumed you would go to the roof.
I wonder if I can loop this thing. Nah, probably not. Unless... Look who's back! Yeah, no problem. Hasta luego.
All right. Just travel there. Oh. I had to go to here to do it. Atlantic City has pulled itself out of the wreckage of the Great War and reestablished America's playground and the shiny road. Flooded city center, casino quarter.
Nothing like the roar of these engines.
Alright. Travel. I don't want to do the expedition. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, mob torture.
All done exploring?
What should I know about the casino quarter?
True to the name, it's where people come to engage in unsavory acts. Gambling, drinking, chems, just your average party. I join in, but I've only got one bird, and I need to keep her safe and warm. The Lombardi family runs the Neapolitan casino and have their fingers in every pie here. So don't piss them off.
Nah, they shouldn't piss me off. Will you be fine waiting here?
Don't you waste a second thought about it. I've had enough adventures of my own. Now I'm just happy for an excuse to take the bird out and soak in the sights from afar.
You know that your tubes aren't connected to anything, right? You just got a bunch of tubes. Not ready to leave just yet. I just got here.
Don't overstay your welcome.
Get back over here.
Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh.
First, give me the lay of the land. Watch out, Jersey Devil.
Very funny. There's more chance to see a pirate ship flying over this city than some kind of winged goat.
Alright, first give me the lay of the land.
We are in the casino quarter, which is owned and operated by the Mafia. Toward the coast we have the boardwalk, proving ground of the showman. And further inland is the city center, where the government continues to keep things half-functioning. Oh. Smells like they need to hire another garbage man, however.
Alright, you're the local here. Where do we get the devil's blood?
The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter.
How do you know this guy?
He's a former friend of my husband. One of the most empty-headed coots I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. It's
As
entertaining.
empty-headed as your husband?
But tell him anything, and watch the words pass through the void.
Will you be coming with me?
Me? Oh, that would be a bad idea. You be a doll and handle the communications. I'll meet you back here once the job is done.
Oh wait, then why did you even come here? Is this for Abby or something else?
Oh, don't be silly. I'm like a handler. I have to be present to make sure you get the job done. That doesn't mean I'm going to be the one to do it. Don't you worry about what I'm occupied with. It'll just be a distraction.
I'll head to the Neapolitan and seek out Stan.
Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
I should probably follow her, see where she's going.
Don't shake hands with Sal.
So I gotta go, I guess. What the? Overgrown elder? Gotta fight like Swamp Thing and his family? And his pet rat? I got rockets being shot off my wazoo while I'm trying to fight these guys. That's why he's got a flamethrower. More popped up over here. Oh, I guess I lost her wherever she was going. Got jumped by the freaking Poison Ivy Brigade. she go? Be funny if she fell between. Where did she go? She had to walk right through. Sir, ma'am. Oh, I love to see couples in love. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, and they explode too. Which is lovely. So this place is gonna be covered in these a-holes? Yeah, everywhere. Ah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm probably doing damage. Yeah, a measly amount of shotgun shells. Oh, of course he'd sit right at the door. Oh, he's already dead. All that for nothing. Lead me that way. I don't need to go that way. Of course. Lesser devil. Guys just won't go down. Now I'm gonna need way more stim packs for this place. bodies just everywhere. I go all the way over there to do this mission.
Big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us. Keep your nose clean, kid. What? There's a cold going around.
Quintino's nightclub. Watch, everything outside just respawns.
You gotta respect those showboys for going all in.
The elite's got it good. What I
Don't
wouldn't
ask me for
do
directions.
a taste
I'm
of
not
the
from
blood.
around here.
This place
Hey,
is a posh
I could be a showman. I'm really good at wiggling my ears.
Unlike some people, I am not merely talk. I am defined by my actions.
Head down to the pier and catch a show. Do you know if it's happy hour?
What, do I look like a butler to you? Don't bother someone else. Like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody.
Be honest. Do I look like a tourist?
I caught Sal tampering with the slot system.
What's that look for? You trying to wrestle? Go.
Hey, look
That's
at this guy
sneaky.
here. Now there's a guy who knows value when he sees it.
Payday's become a myth around here since they wouldn't go phone with the fellas in charge of the books.
So this city's run by a circus, the Godfather, and a bunch of underpaid city workers. And we're expected to believe they get along? All this talk of bogeys crawling out of the barrens. I mean, what's a plant gonna do? Grow at me?
San Antonio was a big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
How come the munis need so much money?
Personal space mean anything to you?
Mob enforcer. If
Everyone's
they
in
need
a
a,
twist over Concerta giving
they need to
orders.
send them to a YMCA. They got their
Barons.
bases covered.
Nothing there but demons that haven't showers.
Can't believe that show last night.
You've
She's
got all the
telling me
vacancies
there,
you
but
need right here in AC, capiche? Don't need to be going nowhere else.
I caught Sal tampering with the slots again.
Don't bother me. I'm on vacation.
Do you know if it's happy hour?
yeah, I mean, that wasn't really helpful. It was telling me to go all the way across the map, but then there's a bunker opening here. Probably going one way.
One thing I don't miss? Driving.
New to Atlantic City? Or are you lucky enough to live here?
All this talk of roads.
Probably not the way I was supposed to come in, but
What's a plant gonna do? Grow at me? So, head down to the pier and catch a show. Why don't you take a load off, alright? You're scaring people, tromping around like that. This place is a pocket of paradise. This is where...
Bunnies, pot of gold slot machine.
head down to the pier and catch a show. My luck is changing tonight.
Beat it. I'm not your tour guide.
Well, not tonight it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm. The house always wins, huh? Well, not tonight it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm. Man, I could go for a ripper. Not the chainsaw kind. The one with a bun and all the toppings.
Don't ask me for directions. I'm not from around here.
I made 150 there. Let's go one more time.
Still can't.
Today's become a myth since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books. A word of advice. Any wise guy who starts trouble around here ain't really
Missing funds. Desk note. Objective area, but where?
Heard some gunshots earlier. Sounded like they were coming from the edge of the city.
How's your luck? I haven't hit the jackpot yet.
How's your luck? I haven't hit the jackpot. Yet. Be honest.
You're gonna make a
look like
Why is it telling me I'm in the objective area?
That's wise than the Apollo.
What's poppin'?
Find a
Think I'll head
way
down to
into
the
the high
pier
rollers
and catch a show.
lounge.
Got a lint roller on ya? This suit's filthy.
All this talk of bogeys crawling out of the barrens. What's a plant gonna do? Throw at me?
Yeah, who's Gene? He's charging a lot for those
Place in
items.
AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovel?
Oh. Oops. not going anywhere. Probably shouldn't have unlocked that and just walked right in without looking.
Well, not tonight, it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm. Every day I see more.
Pull the mailing list.
One more time.
Dear diary. So, got pants in front of the entire family. Password is password.
Still can't believe that show last night. So barbaric. Still can't believe that show last night.
Alright, where the hell did I go? I was in the area, but...
My luck is changing tonight.
I need to get into the high rollers room. I can hear them through the dang walls. I don't...
Still no luck. I should get out and clear my head. All right, the elite. One more time. But I wouldn't do
Oh,
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader.
Oh, dang it.
Like some old farmers gonna whack anybody.
What's it take to get me? Do I just kill a guy and then the mob shows up to recruit?
Hell is a high rollers room. Stairway.
Pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him.
I gotta get home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Thank you for your order.
Have you been outside the city? Let me tell you, you don't want to be there.
nice rooms. Another note. Unaccounted blood. You saw a whole crate of Dole's blood that remains unaccounted for. Dear Carlson. Kit Ryder. This guy apparently had a map. It's just like he's trying to rob the casino. Distraction. Yeah, killing the power. Ryder. Trying to get the ball key. Showman approved acts. Kit Ryder was a lounge singer. Also blacklisted. Poppy Seidel, the extraordinary human bagel. 3 mustard eaters. Peacock Pam's yodeling hour. And I just use the computer standing up. It shouldn't be that hard. exactly I'm supposed to go to get into that high roller room. Finding a bunch of clues to what's going on in this place. Boss is gone or missing. Got a bunch of supply issues. People are trying to rob the place. This concertos are.
House always wins, eh? Well, not tonight it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm.
Tim fancies himself the leader of AC.
Mushrooms. That's why I came in downstairs.
Never have a kid. Mine keeps asking me.
Doubt anybody at the bar is gonna be able to help me.
I'm worrying too much.
You have to try the cocktails at Quintino's.
Are you visiting too?
Happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovels beyond me?
How's your luck? I haven't hit the jackpot yet.
The munis need so much money. What, you gotta pay the electricity cut or something?
I gotta get home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here. Hey, I need a fat sandwich, quick.
Every day I see more of the barons in the city. You'd think the munis would hire a gardener.
Okay, how do I get into this damn high roller room?
House always wins, huh? Well, not tonight it doesn't.
You know where I could get a good hoagie?
Lucky charm.
This is the most happening
Hey,
place.
I
in
can be a
AC.
showman.
Why
I'm
those-
real good at wiggling my ear.
This
Find
is
a
the
way
most
into the-
happening place in AC.
Yeah.
Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovels beyond me? You got all the Vegas you need right here in AC. At least you don't need to be gone.
Okay, so where the hell am I supposed to go? Papers down here that I can use.
Antonio was a big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
Maybe I should join the munis. Do something useful for a change.
How long it'll be before the Don shows his mugger?
Think the munis really have everything handled? I mean, it's too good to be true.
Think the munis really have everything?
I'm inside the objective area, I don't know.
Isn't this place too good to be true? Nah. I'm worried too much.
How come the munis need so much money?
I have no
All this free
clue.
time and no work in television.
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody. This place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
The elite's got it good. What I wouldn't do for a taste of the blood.
Think I'll head down to the pit and catch a show.
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him. Wait, what did the pa before that pa do?
Are you visiting through? Think I'll head down to the pit and catch a show.
You gotta respect those showboys for going all in. It's a constant brush with the big guy in the sky for them.
This is making no damn sense.
A bunch of underpaid city workers, and we're expected to believe
Inside the objective area, but
All this
You been
In
eating
here?
that slop the munis are feeding you? The Quintino's here has actual edible food.
The house always wins, huh? Well, not tonight it doesn't. I've got my lucky charm.
Apocalypse out there, paradise in here. Well,
there we go.
too many boogeymen around here.
Think I'll head down to the
Rich or famous. Not yet, anyway.
What's it take to get made? Do I just kill a guy and then the mob shows up to recruit?
I could go for a ripper. Not the chainsaw. The one with a bun and all the toppings.
lots of shoobies around here lately. Think there wasn't war. How come the munis did so much?
All right.
You gotta pay the electricity.
You too many boogeymen.
Kitchen. The hell is the? Yeah. My rollers are in somewhere.
Payday's become a myth around here since they put the good one with the belts in charge of the books.
Where I wanted to go. Stairs. High rollers.
Like some old farmers gonna whack it.
Again? You must have the angels when you smell a rat.
Oh no no!
Ready to meet the big guy in the sky? You got that kind of luck.
Oops. Somebody else back up with me? Oops, I guess I wasn't supposed to open that door.
Ah, you got a lint roller
There's
on
only
you?
one guy
So
attacking me.
filthy.
Happened in place in AC.
My pa was a made man. His pa before him, and his pa before him. And, wait.
Oh, it was just this way. The door I couldn't get into.
How long it'll be before the Don shows his mug again?
What's that cologne you're wearing? Ode to Freeloader? Buttercup. That name will be the death of me.
They look like brothers.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis caught Sal tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our
Soriano.
You looking at something?
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him.
Sounded like an interesting card game.
Always a shame when you think someone's got your back and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something.
You're Soriano.
You heard of me? Well, as a matter of fact, I am Stanley Soriano. Proud father, handler of official business, and avid patron of this fine establishment. How can I help you?
Caught Sal tampering with the slots again.
I need to hook up the strong stuff. I'm jonesing, man. I'm jonesing.
Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of caps. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after chem?
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his mug again.
Tell me sure there's some kind of favor I can do for you in return, because I didn't do the mission yet, and I don't have level 12 charisma, and no way I'd ever pay him 5,000 caps.
Well, since you're so keen on helping Stan, maybe there is something you could do for me. You know why I spend my time in the High Rollers Lounge? Ambition. My fortune's waiting in these walls. I'll give you a chance to help me find it. Take some of my caps and bet them at my lucky slot machine. This is a daily ritual, you see. A crucial one. But it takes me away from my place here at the lounge.
That's it? You just want me to bet your caps for you?
Did you listen to a word I said? This little favor could be the biggest moment of my life. Not only that, it's your golden opportunity to demonstrate that you're a friend to Stan. So agree to it or scram.
Sure thing, I'll bet your caps and be right back.
That you will. And really think about what you're doing, huh? The significance of it. This is the High Rollers Lounge. Scram if you're not laying cash.
How come the munis need so much money? What, you gotta pay?
Somebody gotta do to cop a taste of devil's blood. I'm not rich or famous. Yeah, anyway.
Of course, the lucky room was right there where the guy was standing in front. Or no.
One thing I don't miss. Driving. Seen one too many jobs. I gotta head home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
I gotta tell Joey to plug up the basement for the new power plant. The overgrown thing.
maybe it would have turned out different. So, how'd it go? Come on! Tell me I hit the jackpot!
Slot's been tampered with, you know. It's not lucky, just broken.
What? Tampered with? You mean all those years? All those cats? How could this be? Looks like I may need to find a different lucky slot. I've seen other ones with screwdrivers in them. I got a good feeling about those ones. See, it's like someone's trying to ward people off of them. Keep them away from the winners. You taking notes? Nah. Thanks for the assistance.
Yeah, you're slow.
Playing even a small part in Stan's grand ambitions is something to be proud of. And I'd say it makes you ready for a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first, you'll have to prove yourself trustworthy. Provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zaid stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again.
That grift is gonna ruin our reputation around here.
Tell me about this show.
I don't know what kind of carnival mumbo-jumbo they have scheduled over there. It's on the pier. Zayd's the headliner. You figure it out from there.
Do these thefts happen often?
Often? Nah. The only way you get access is if we grant it. Or if you're one of us. Zayd had a friend on the inside. One who's already been dealt with. So don't you worry about that.
Hold on, haven't I done enough already? Or do I still need to prove myself?
So you can understand something real clearly. What you're about to do to young Zayd, that's what'll happen to you if you get any funny ideas about how to source more blood. You want another taste? You gotta come through the family. Officially. That's the lesson of this assignment.
You're asking me to kill him?
Broken, mutilated, utterly disgraced, dead. Don't matter to me, as long as the message gets sent. Of course, dead guarantees that. But if you want to take the risk of disappointing us, that's on you.
Got it. Across the show. Make sure Zayd gets the message.
Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to Zayd. Once you've got an opportunity, it's up to you how you want to deal with him. I'll meet you outside after the show. Don't disappoint me. Capiche? Here comes an interruption.
How come the Munis need so much money? What? You gotta pay?
My luck is changing tonight.
Go two! Go green! Yeah, woo! And I lost.
I think the Munis would hire a gardener.
I think I have a gambling problem.
Heard some gunshots earlier. Sounded like they were coming from
We're broke.
One more time.
Bogeys crawling out of the barrens. I mean, what's a plant gonna do?
Throw at me?
Him fancies himself the leader of AC? Like some old
Tim fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody.
Something you gotta do to compensate the devil's
Get into Zade's show. Where am I supposed to go?
New to Atlantic City? Or are you lucky? Head down to the theater to catch a show.
Oh, what an
Have you been
incredible
outside
show
the
last
city?
night. The atmosphere.
Let me tell you.
Smolder. I need greater heights. You don't get stage fright.
Is this place too good to be true? Nah, I'm worrying too much.
Place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get. Be honest.
I gotta head home before Doc. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations.
This place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get after war.
So, this city's run by a circus.
Wait, can you tell me more about the show? Is it safe?
What a funny question. We showmen put on performances of all kinds. Our first and only priority is giving you an experience you will never forget. So, open your mind and prepare to be amazed.
Is this where Zade is performing?
That it is. Opening night for our shining young star. Please head straight inside to the stage and take care not to enter restricted areas. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait.
gotta be a setup. Stage. Don't see anybody else.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
Just can't wait to make everyone laugh.
Beat it. I'm not your tour guide.
What's that
poppin'?
look for? You trying to wrestle?
Why don't you take a load off?
Do you know what
Scaring
it's happy
people
hour?
tromping around like that?
Alright. Backstage has to be somewhere around here.
Surprise! I'm your new best friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I had a flower for you.
Probably should have brought more fusion cores. Note to Dimples.
The soul that's oversized, not the shoe. Oh, I just can't wait to make everyone laugh.
Waiting around will be the death of me.
We're
I'm supposed to take this crap too?
in a soundless world.
I did equip the clown outfit. Clown hat. Oh. 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 Take off the clown outfit, right? Apparently does.
Dibbles? Is that finally you? Late? Dibbles? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Who else would I be? The mayor? Yes! I can make jokes too. Ha ha! Tee hee! Are you happy now? I have to get ready, and you have to get them ready for me.
You get ready, and I'll go out there and put on a show.
Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now, before our audience turns rabid. They must be starving.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean?
With the typical fart noise. Everybody loves a good fart joke. Last night I met a cannibal, but I tasted too funny for them. Cannibal tried to boil me alive, but I'm already a laughingstock.
Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy.
That was dumb.
You, what are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself.
I think you're the one that owes me an explanation.
Well, if you're so interested, then fine. You weren't supposed to know about all this, but there's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things.
What exactly was your plan?
I get rid of Zaid before the final act. Indispose him, mind you. I'm not a murderer. I go on in his place. Put on the show he was meant to. No safety protocols. I prove to the city that if it's truly what they want, I too can evolve. That I'm still worth something.
So this is the real reason you came here? Actually, no, let's ask her about a career. What happened to your career?
I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise, let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that.
So this is the real reason you came here? Not for Abby?
You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give.
Okay, I understand the situation.
Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it.
Your family needs you way more than any crowd of strangers. Can't you see that?
Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation.
Appreciation goes both ways. Maybe you'll have some repairing to do.
Perhaps you're right. I've spent so much time blocking them out, focusing on myself. Of course they'd be angry at me. That's what makes it so hard. I never intended to let them down.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done.
Zayd stole devil's blood from the mafia. If I deliver punishment, they'll give me a dose in return.
So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zayd against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zayd wears a protective vest underneath his costume.
I'll reveal the vest. Get him disgraced.
It's a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zayd and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me!
Aim for the torso.
This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, fooled myself! They all see it! Oh, I've got to get out of here! Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! Oh, distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished! This is now an open-fire venue! Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and join the fun!
just gonna keep coming or what? Oh, I have to flee the venue, yeah. Yeah. Alright. What the hell is this guy? I gotta go back the way I came.
Not the chainsaw kind. The one with the bun and all the toppings. Don't bother. One too many
If I can't
jerseys,
remember my
lines gone
lines,
wrong.
it's better to surprise them.
No, get down to the pier and shoot.
Yeah, I can fly from here.
His bar before him, and his bar before him.
Not sure what died and all done exploring?
No.
You ready to get back to Appalachia?
Does not show me an area map.
You'd think there wasn't a war.
Victory tastes sweet for a moment, but
I think the Munis really have
there's so much more to look forward to.
I need a fat sandwich. Quick. Hey! I could be a showman. A real.
Pretty sure I came out from over here. There it is. Alright. Take this to him. Try to finish this dang quest.
Don't shake hands with Sal.
Why is it telling me to go back this way? Oh, because he was outside the casino. He told me he was gonna be. I just gotta find him, and I'm at low power. Dang it. And I'm out of fusion cores. Damn it.
This place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
idea. I could show you things beyond your wildest dreams.
One thing I don't miss. Driving. See, one...
I heard the news. Showmen are gonna have his head.
Yeah.
Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer.
Someone else steal Devil's Blood recently? Dark-haired young woman, perhaps?
Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that.
Of course. And you wouldn't tell me if the family sent retribution after her either, would you?
Of course not. I wouldn't tell you how useless it would be to go after that little girl. We'd have to have a big damn reason to send guys that far away. And that girl ain't it. See, I wouldn't tell you about any of that. And that's why they count on Stan. You understand why, now that I've spelled it out for you?
What can you tell me about the Russo family?
The Russos are long gone. That is, if there ever was a Russo. I sure don't know any Russos.
That concludes our business.
Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
Apocalypse out there, paradise in here. Well, close enough. New to Atlantic City?
I shall crash like a soaring wave upon all. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Go. Head down to the pier and catch a show.
Yeah, so go finish this quest.
You look like someone.
Get some more fusion cores.
This city isn't self-sufficient, that's for sure.
Don't bother me, I'm on vacation.
The vertibird here?
Why gotta do cop a taste of devil's blood? I'm not rich or famous. Not yet.
Over here? Yeah.
Here we are, eh, girl? New horizons.
And it's not gonna let me talk to her. See if I can just fast travel. Yep. I don't know why I couldn't talk to her. A lot of this is just buggy. I have no idea what I'm gonna do next. Besides maybe do some quests in Atlantic City. If there is any other quests besides the ongoing expeditions.
Mother.
You're gonna tell me you have the dose.
Yep, here you go. Drugs for your sister.
You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
The safe semper. Never mind.
Mom. And... who are you again? Feels... nice.
You collapsed. Withdrawal. We gave you another dose to keep you alive.
Oh. Right.
She's a fucking zombie.
Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know
I'll
it's
go
hard,
ask the
but
potato.
would you try talking to him?
What connection is there between Antonio and Devil's Blood?
I wasn't sure if you had already put it together, but Dad was a big player in the family. It makes sense
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
might know something about blood. The question is if he knows anything that could help Abby. And if it's still possible to coax it out of him somehow.
You can't get blood out of a potato. Why would he tell me if he won't tell you?
To put it simply, I'm a disappointment to him. Abby had a better chance of knowing than me. And you're a third party, uninvolved. He might let something slip if he thinks it's of no consequence to you.
What did Abby mean by saying Antonio cut her out?
Well, that's a bit complicated. Him and Abs used to be really close back when she was younger. We never understood what changed. And now, maybe we never will. It's been really tough for her.
Wait, can we talk about what happened in Atlantic City?
Now, there's no use rehashing all of that. We got you the blood, didn't we? That's what matters.
We? Don't tell me you went with them.
Well, what's with the accusatory tone? I helped, didn't I?
You helped? Why don't you tell me what actually happened?
Mom helped me come up with a plan. Her knowledge was useful.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear that then.
Oh, I'll spill the beans. They're going to fall out eventually. When I heard you had a way to fly to Atlantic City, I saw an opportunity to redeem myself. To steal the stage and show them Evelyn Rousseau, the fearless songstress, to remind the audience what they loved about me. But the showman found out before I could do anything, and it was all for the better. I don't know what possessed me. Going on stage without a proper act prepared, it would have been a disaster.
Are you crazy? You're lucky you made it back alive. When will you think about us for once? What you're leaving behind?
Yes, there's that aspect of it as well. You have to understand, Vincenzo. My life has always been showbiz. I don't know who I am without it. But here's to me finding out. I realized I have another role to play here, as your mother. Perhaps I haven't committed to that as fully as I should have.
Wow. Is this an apology?
Yes, whatever you want to call it. I say we've gotten too sentimental already, but well, there you have it.
I just hope that you mean it. We really need you here.
And here I am. But let's not make it awkward, shall we? We have Abigail to worry about at the moment.
Alright, I'll try to see if I can get Antonio to tell me something about the antidote.
Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Abigail? Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually another one waiting. We'll tackle that when we get to it.
Yeah, we will. Won't we? Thanks, Mom.
Alright. Guess I'll end it there. Get myself some ammo. And then come back here and do the second mission. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.
What is that glowing concoction people drink around here? Nuka-shine? I won't be caught dead serving that radioactive slop.